Alright there guys, Axeman here, with a Redstone TestLab episode. It's been a while since I've done one. Haven't really done all red stuff in quite some time. Nothing major anyway, but now I started working on something big which I really want to show off, and there's going to be probably a couple of episodes on this, progress ones, because I haven't finished this. It's a work in progress, and I'd like to get some advice maybe on it, etc, etc. You guys might know a better way to do some of the stuff that I've done. So basically, as you can probably gather from the title, this is a minecart railway, which I'm going to implement in the next version of Hogcraft, hopefully, if I can get it all working smoothly by then. And what it will be, instead of, well, because something that I spoke about this, I was in a guy called Matt Machinima stream today, and he asked a question about this, so I gave him the answer. And basically, one thing I didn't like about Hogcraft was, well, which was bugging me, was the way I built it. You didn't go in like a proper order towards stuff. You'd go towards then you go to diagonally last, maybe. Hogwarts would be like the first thing you went to, and in like, if you're going to the school, for example, fictionally, of course, then you would go to diagonally first, and you may go to other places first, etc. Hogcraft would be Hogwarts would be one of the last places you went to. So what I decided to do is I wanted to have, instead of moving the place so that it's in a chronological order, I wanted to have a railway so you could pick and choose, and then if you wanted to go back somewhere, it was easier, because at the moment you couldn't really go back to like Hogwarts from Diagon Alley. Not easily anyway, you'd probably have to walk. So what I decided to do was to implement, as I've said, a minecart railway, which will allow you to choose the place you want to go to at each stop, and then you can and then it'll basically automatically choose the best way, etc, and take you there and stop you at the relevant point. So what I've started engineering is this, and it's basically a smaller scale version of the railway I'm going to implement into Hogcraft. And so I guess I'll start by explaining each stop. This is platform 9 3/4, the very first stop. So this is where you are when you start, and also note that I've only implemented it from this stop. I haven't implemented it to the other places yet, but in the real thing I will. So you'll be able to get from any place to any place you want, not just from platform 9 3/4 to any place. So here's platform 9 3/4 equivalent, here's Hogwarts equivalent, here is a stop in London equivalent, here is Diagon Alley equivalent, here is the Ministry of Magic equivalent, and here is Grimwell Place equivalent. That's spelt wrong, but that doesn't matter. And then what I've got here is our selection, and simply done, just a button for each, and you can choose which place you want to go to. And it's very simple. All you have to do is press the button to the place, wait a second, the red light will come on, and that means you've selected it, and then it'll configure itself. Eventually I'll also have another button, another red light, which will come on to tell you that it's finished configuring itself and it's good to go. So yeah, red light comes on for that. Press this one, Grimwell Place, red light comes on again. London Station, red light comes on again. Diagon Alley, red light, and Hogwarts, red light. So I'll show you how it works. I guess we'll start by the selection. So basically, when you press any button, the first thing that any of the buttons do is it takes this path up and it resets the whole system by lifting up these pistons, which are in these deadlocks. So that means it gets rid of any previous selection. After that, it's delayed by these times, so that's why it does things in a sequence. So there's these timers on everyone. After that, it does two things. Firstly, it comes up through this bottom layer and will turn on the red light for the relevant selection you did make. And secondly, it will turn on the deadlock, which was previously reset and was nothing. So it keeps on the red light, and then that carries on down here, and we'll go to well, I'll explain what it does in this after. But if I reset it, that's my master reset button. But it'll do the same for anyone. If I press London Station, again it will reset them all. I'll show you that. If I press this one, you'll see it reset them, go down, and then it'll land back down just in time for this deadlock to come on. And then the red light is kept on because of it. And I'm going to turn this rain off because it's annoying me as hell. Next, so yeah, after you saw down here, this bit here is just pretty much to neaten up the redstone, the red and wires, because they get spread out by those choicing thing. This is to bring it quickly back down into just 5 little boxes here, right in the middle of underneath the railway. And if I come out here again, you can see the red lights here. Now I haven't finished setting up for each of the individual stations, but I've completely done the first 2. I've done the London one. I just need to add it to make it stop as well. Apart from that, it's set to go to destination. So Hogwarts one, sorry. To get to Hogwarts, it's set in that default position anyway. So if I have Hogwarts selected, you can see it just comes down to here and then does nothing because there's no need for it to do anything. So if I show you now, if I go on this, hit the go button, you'll see it'll go and it'll stop here at Hogwarts. Now let's say I wanted to go to Diagon Alley instead straight away. Instead of going and stopping here, it will red light on. This is on, you can see down here. Instead it will go over this and it will carry on to the next one and it will stop at Diagon Alley instead. So as you can see, this is pretty effective. Once it's set up properly, it will pretty much go from every single place to every, or literally go from every place to every place on the map, which is a actual attraction. It will take a while to implement, so there will be a couple of videos on this, etc. So people will be able to give feedback, etc. If you do have any feedback already, like you think there's a better way I can do something or anything like that, then please don't hesitate to leave a comment. One thing I've already noticed is the fact that I don't want this to get to Diagon Alley. I don't actually want it to go past Hogwarts because I don't like the idea of you seeing Hogwarts before you get to it by choice. So I think instead I'm going to go change it now and make it so it goes this way instead, and that won't be too hard to do, thankfully. So that's pretty much it for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, like I said, just leave them in the description. Not in the description, just in the comments. And if you have any questions, also on any of the redstone work I've done, please don't hesitate to ask. If I can help you, I will. I'll try to get back to you either in the comments or in a personal message if it's a lot longer than you might expect, or if I can point you towards videos which would help instead. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon.